I am Mohammad Tahir Khan, and today I'll talk about Power Apps deployment. We'll have our Power App, and we'll be migrating this from the source environment to the target environment. We'll follow two approaches. In the first approach, our Power App will have SharePoint as the backend, and as a result, we realize at the end of the deployment that this approach requires manual configurations on the target environment. In the second approach, in the second part of the video, we'll be using Power App, which has Dataverse as the backend. And we'll see at the end of the deployment that no manual configuration is required. The app will itself pick up automatically all the required connections, database connections on its parts. So guys, let's get started. So here we have two sides as the SharePoint. One has the one is representing the development side, and one is representing the prod side. So guys, interestingly, and what are we supposed to do? We are supposed to migrate this app from the development environment to the production environment. This is a development environment. We have the solution here which holds our uh, Canvas app. Let's open this. This is the solution we'll be deploying to the production environment, our target environment, and this is the target environment where, to save time, we have already imported the solution, and the solution's name is the same, SharePoint migration. Interestingly, what we observe is that the solution only holds the Canvas app, so you don't move the list. The SharePoint list are in a separate, are considered as a separate entity. You cannot add them to your solution while moving this to the production environment. So it's your responsibility to run the app on the production environment like this. You have to open it in edit mode, and you will have to manually configure all the required database connections. That is the problem with this approach. It involves manual configuration. Let's see what happens when we try to do the same with Dataverse as the backend. So guys, when we are using Dataverse as the backend, so when we use database as the Dataverse, right? We have the table on the same environment in both cases, not in a separate solution like SharePoint. When you are migrating the solution, which already done that for you to save the time, this is the source environment and this is the target environment. We have a solution as known as CDS migration. Let's open that and see what are we able to move from here to the target environment. This is our table, guys. We are able to add it from this list. You can simply add an existing table, click on table. It must be somewhere here. Your table is here, and find your table. In our case, it was database, and simple add it. Database is already added. That's why you don't see it in the list, right? Guys, we can remove it and again add it. So now in this case, it is different. We are moving the app and the table together. So when you are done with your deployment, you will see both the things in your target solution. So you don't have to do any manual configurations on your target environment. You can see your user, or you can directly run the app, open it, and it will hold automatically pick up all the database connections on the target site, guys. So just imagine you've got 10 list or maybe 10 tables in Dataverse. How what would you prefer? Manually configuring them on the production environment, or let it happen automatically? It's your preference what you prefer, but I just showed you the difference between both the approaches, and I personally feel that the Dataverse is more suitable for the complex scenarios where you have more tables, and SharePoint, using SharePoint as a backend is recommended for using for very simple basic apps, not the higher complex level apps. I hope you find this video helpful. If yes, please click on the subscribe button so that you don't miss any of our upcoming videos. Thank you. Wish you a great day ahead.